Hello everyone, welcome to today's math video on two-step equation. I know for sure everyone is waiting for this video to happen. I've been delaying it. It was supposed to be starting on October 28th, but today's the 22nd. So let's get started with this video and let's get started. As you will be seeing that the color changes, it's because of the new update. Now we will go from number 1, then we will do your own for number 7 and 2. All right, 2 and 3. So here we're going to add 3, add 3, 3, 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. So 2s equal to 1 would give, 4x, sorry. Divided by 2 here, and x equal to 2. We can do some negatives that would be on pretty much soon, on our next question. So now we know what our answer is, which is going to be x equal to 4. Now let's get started with what my steps are. All right, step 1. Step 1, I added 3 on both sides. Step 2 is I divide. I divide 2. Oh, whoops. I did not meant to put 4. It's supposed to be 2, so I'm going to redo that. That's equal to 2. So I did not even look at it, but it is x equal to 2. So and my solution. So my solution is x equal to 2, not 4. Sorry. Now I'm gonna move this, and then we're gonna make it more bigger, so you can, and then we're gonna go through our worksheet that I created. Likely say websites will be coming soon, so yeah. All right. Now I want you to try 2 and 3, and then we're gonna work on that problem, and then we're gonna be off to our next task for the next video, which is going to be based on multi-step equation, and we're going to put in the steps via on their own type of video, on the different type. Now we are going to work now. I want you to pause the video. All right, now let's add 2 onto both sides. Seven x minus equal, oh, whoops. 7 x is, whoops. 7x is equal to 54. Or, no, oh, not 54. I meant 56, just so you know. No, divided by 7. would be x equal to 8. Now we know that x is equal to 8. Let's get to my steps. Steps are not really required, but when we get into my website, my worksheet, I'm going to be getting started with adding a little bit more to a detailed. And what I mean by detailed is that we're going to get into steps. So step one is that I, so step one, I don't know why, I'm going to shut this thing off. So step one is that I add 2 on both. Step two is that I uh, is that I divide 7 on both sides. Solution is x equal to 8. Now we're gonna now working on problem number 3. So I will subtract 1, 7x plus 1 equal to 43. Not, oops, 7x equal to 42. I did not meant to like redo the whole entire thing. Okay, 7 divided by this by 7. It's not a 41, it's 42. X is equal to 6. Right. That's basically your answer for 2 and 3, but now let's get into steps. Step 1 is 1 on both sides of 2 divide 42, divide 7 on both sides. X equal to. All right. When we get into solution, I really feel like that we didn't do too well on solution on the last video on explanation. So the first time I put on solution on the steps is that it's right now because of like our other video, it's say about like what I say is that we did not add this on worksheet. So I'm working on the website right now. It should be finished by this week, and I will post on there. And then unit packet, if you would like, you can decide whatever you want. I don't really care on that, but it will be coming up by next week. It should be coming back when it should be on there when the unit is over. You can do worksheet or a packet, whatever you want. It's for free. Feel free to use it. All right. Now we're gonna get into a next part of the video. So I'm gonna pause the video right here and then we're going to move on to the next screen. All right, so now I get into a doc and it's whenever we do like a two-step solution, We want to get rid of x, or for example, we isolate x. Here's an example that I gave you from the first problem from last time. So when I talk about steps, it's like basically like this. Multiple steps are like similar, but we have more steps. If we have this one, we don't. I will give you the next video will explain more into like that on multi-step equation, and I will give you a step too. Now we should know all of these. We divide 2x by the other side, for example, 2x equal to 4. And then you should have your final solution equal x equal to 2. This is from the first question. If you haven't finished it, please you can do that. When we do solution, we want to isolate x from its appointing number. When I say about appointing number is because it's the 2 right here. 2 is the appointing number of x. And what we mean by 2 is the appointing of x is that 2 multiplied by x. It's this. Basically like this, 2 times x. When we're using 2 times x, it's weird in math that we use a dot. If you were from like elementary school, we use a dot instead of x. So the reason why we don't use the x is because that we don't want to get mixed up by the x and multiplication sign. You can, and just so you know, there is a lot of way. If we were to say that another way is this 2x. So there's 3 type of ways that we can do it. Now I'm going to move on to a next one, which is a worksheet that I made, and it's done. Now we have our main point on the worksheet. So I'm just going to do with number 1. You can just do what other questions if you wanted to. And I made some good type of it, type of. So now we're going to subtract. I'm going to get some drawer. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to subtract 2. 2x equal to 7. Oh, whoops. That's what you should have. So I put X on the bottom so you have more room. If you have like a writing like this, it's fine. As long as you have some space at the bottom. That's what we do expect. So 2.5. You can put as many ways as you want. I'm just gonna do this one question and some weird question that I did add, just so you know. So we're gonna work on steps later on. How about we do it now? So we're gonna subtract 2 for step 1. We are going to divide by 5, as you will see me as putting as a fraction. If you are wondering why we put 2 divide as a fraction, it's like a normal way how we do it in real math. In algebra, we mostly do that, and it to not confuse people. That's basically what we're gonna need for this. Now we're gonna move on to our next question. I'm gonna clear. So just so you know, I only have like we're gonna do 8 since it's pretty weird that we have that. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna work with that with you. Everything else we should be okay. So we are gonna minus 4, which give us 20x equal to 1800. Okay. Now we're going to divide 20. So I'm not going to do step 4 this time. Sometime you will get some weird answers. I do understand that. That means I will have my x equal to 900. That's basically what my answer is. And that's going to be what it is going to be for today's video. As you will be seeing on the bottom of the problem, I put a review problem. From the last video of Expo 3 and Season 1, that's one-step equation. I put all of these, and it should be easy for sure. Answer key is going to be recommended if you are a teacher, of course, or if you're doing this independent. So that's going to be it for today's video, and I will see you later, and have a nice day. Bye.